I caught my little brother sneaking out of the girls' locker room, and when I asked him what he was doing, he went sheet white and whispered, "You can't tell anyone what's in there. Please. She'll die if the wrong person walks in." I grabbed his shoulder. "Marcus, what are you talking about? Who's in there?" "Nobody. I swear I just took a wrong turn." But his hands were shaking and his eyes kept darting back to the door. I reached past him for the handle, and he threw himself in front of it. "Don't. I mean it. You can't." That's when I heard it. A low, choked sob coming from inside. "What was that?" He didn't answer, just stared at the floor. I moved him aside and pushed the door open. The locker room was empty except for one figure crumpled on the tile by the showers. It was Nadia, a junior I only half knew, curled around herself with a pile of gym towels bunched under her. Her face was slick with sweat and gray with pain. Then I saw the blood, and my whole body went cold. She was pregnant, hugely pregnant, and something was very wrong. She grabbed my ankle. "Please, please don't let him find out." Her voice broke apart. "If my dad sees me like this, he'll lose his mind." Her dad was Coach Okafor, our wrestling coach, a mountain of a man with a temper the whole school walked around. Marcus dropped to his knees beside her, and I finally understood. He'd been the only one keeping her secret, the only one she trusted. "I'm getting the nurse," I said. But before I could move, the side door swung open, and Marcus's girlfriend rushed in, already dragging the school nurse by the wrist. The nurse took one look at Nadia, and her face changed. "Okay, no time to move her." She turned on me. "You, outside, guard that door. Nobody comes in. She needs a hospital. There's no time. Go." So I stood in the hallway with my heart slamming. It stayed quiet for maybe a minute. Then a group of freshmen came around the corner, gym bags over their shoulders, heading straight for the door. I threw my arms out. "Can't go in. It's being cleaned." "By who?" And right then a scream tore out of the locker room, raw and desperate. Their eyes went huge. "Yo, what is that?" "Nothing," I said. "Use the other one." They didn't move an inch. 2 became 6. 6 became a crowd. You could hear Nadia screaming down the whole hall and the nurse shouting, "Push, push," and kids were pressing in around me trying to see. And then, at the far end of the hallway, I saw him, Coach Okafor, still in his whistle and windbreaker, scanning the crowd. "Anybody seen Nadia? She's not answering her phone." My mouth went dry. Before I could invent a single lie, another scream ripped through the door, and a girl next to me gasped. "Wait, that sounds like her." Coach's face dropped. He came at the door like a freight train. I planted myself in front of it. "Coach, wait, you can't." He moved me out of the way with one arm and hit the door with his shoulder. 3 seconds of silence, then his voice shaking the walls. "What is this?" The whole hallway went dead quiet. Then, "Who did this to you?" And everyone started whispering the same name. Nadia had been seen all year with Trey, a senior, always together, always laughing. Somebody muttered, "It's gotta be Trey," and every head swung toward Trey, who was already backing into the lockers, sweating. The door flew open, and Coach filled the frame, the vein in his neck standing out like a rope. Behind him, a thin, furious newborn cry cut through everything. "You did this to my daughter?" Trey bolted. Coach went after him and caught him at the water fountain, dragging him down, and it took 4 grown teachers to pull him off while Nadia screamed from the doorway, wrapped in a towel, holding the baby. "Dad, stop! It's not his!" Coach froze mid-swing. Trey looked up from the floor, lips split, stunned. The hallway went silent, and that's when everyone's eyes moved to the baby in Nadia's arms. Every jaw dropped at the exact same second, because Trey was black and Coach was black, but the baby, tiny and perfect and screaming, was unmistakably white.